You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Ian Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Braxton Family Values After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Braxton Family Values After Show.
Yes, throwback Toni. When she was good. Well, she's always been good.
When she had her short hair.
Tights and backward in the video. Bing is for doing, and welcome back to the Braxton's Family Values After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. Happy Sunday to everybody. Jason J. Carter with you. What's going on, friends?
What's up? It's your girl, your favorite host, Ashley Gray. Make sure that you tweet us during the show. You can tweet me at @TweetNinaMarieG. We would love for you to join in on the conversation.
And I'm new to the Braxton family. I'm Larice Shamar. Welcome, 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 everybody.
Yes, finally we got the crew all together to give you what seems to be like going to be a great, amazing season.
Yes.
We're on episode 2 of season 3, Lights, Camera, Braxton Drama, which I don't know why they named it that. Because, well, you know what? Probably because Tony's shooting a movie now in Canada.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, in this episode, all the sisters went up to Canada. And is it me, or was Canada kind of boring?
It was
boring,
so
right?
whack. I'm like, I do not want to go to Canada.
Right.
Because this is corny.
Corny.
I can find, this is like so whack. I can find a bridge to walk over.
She told me I found everything in LA. I was like, but it's the nature, the differences of like, nobody can walk over a bridge that's kind of like 1900 stories up. Like,
well, the reason I was not buying that the bridge could hold two 747 jets. I was like, no, I don't think so. But you know what? Trina felt at home with her accent. Hey, you know, it's about, I'm like here with the Braxtons in like Canada.
She did a very good job on the accent. You know, she felt in.
Where does that come from?
Acting.
No, she needs to go ahead and give back whoever accent she stole because it's not working.
She purchased it.
It's not working.
Guys, she's consistent. Ever since season 1, Trina has had that Canadian accent. Hey, you know, Tamar, Towanda, like giving the house and you know, like the boys and like I don't know, like heterization.
Over it.
Over it. So the Braxton sisters 5 and the mama went to Canada to hang out with Toni. And of course, when they get there, they have to complain about something. You know, they complain about the plane ride, but more so they complain about it smelling like poop, like manure.
Dookie.
Well, and Toni, you know, I love good.
I mean, I'm just saying it's a farm. What you really expect?
Well, they don't. But and the thing is that they act brand new. They grew up in the backwoods of Maryland.
Exactly. That's what I told her. I was like, they grew up in Maryland. How you not be familiar with your roots?
But you know, because they're bi-coastal now. Larice, they're Atlanta, they're LA.
Bougetto now.
No, they're just not Bougetto, dude. They're all Ash. They're a whole other genre of hood.
Yeah.
And they're new money, so you know. And Toni's a heavy hitter. She's been around for some time now, so she's old money. That's why she's the most sane of the group.
That's why I say Toni's the most humble one. Everybody else is like they're brand new, never had this before, don't know what to do, don't know how to act.
Yeah, especially Tracy, but we'll talk about that a little later. So, you know, they complain about their hair, and ultimately they have a good time. The other sisters, Trina, Towanda, and Tracy, are enjoying it, but Tamar has to be a diva. And
who doesn't love a diva, though? I mean, she acts like a diva, but I love her for it.
She's a drama.
Everyone loves, but that's why we watch. We tune in for the drama. If it wasn't for Tamar, what would this show be?
The Braxton family.
Well, you know, I don't think, Ash, that Tamar makes the whole show. Now that we're in season 3, I think that we've grown to like Trina's craziness and Toni's, you know.
Trina's boring. I mean, she's crazy, but it's a boring crazy to me. It's like, okay, take you and your fake accent and have all the seats in the world. Because I just
have a whole stadium of seats.
Yeah, it's just not really. I don't think that she can make the show.
I don't know. I think Towanda. I think she's pretty much like she adds to Tamar drama. Cause it seems like she's not happy with herself, so she's just kind of like she had to nitpick with Tamar.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get the jealousy factor.
Women.
I don't get the jealousy factor.
It's 4 girls.
Hold on.
Like 4 girls and a mama.
Women?
Yes.
Well,
I don't, because some fellas, they be having the drama too.
they're cattier than girls sometimes.
Sometimes.
So in the beginning of the episode, you guys, they have we need to fix AfterBuzz. If you're watching, Marissa's our engineer. Marissa, say hi to Marissa, everybody. Hi, Marissa.
What's up, guys?
She's always writing us these like love letters on this dry erase board. Fix your cord. Don't talk too fast. You look stupid.
And I keep looking at y'all like, can y'all fix them daggone cords? Now y'all see it.
Okay.
Put it behind your back.
Oh.
Flip that.
There we go.
Flip that.
Were we shocked to see Gabe?
I was.
Yeah.
He still got the cut.
He does.
No, who has the worst cut? It's her older son.
Right.
Did you not see that cut?
Eric.
But
Trina likes herself some Latino boys.
She does.
Gabe looks good. You know, I was team Gabe. Gabe went to E last season and was like, look, mama, I need to get it together. What can I do to win your daughter? And of course, Evelyn Braxton, we love you. We adore you, but the advice she gives is just like, today, spit it out. It's like,
I mean, the biggest thing is like, you got to make it right with your sister.
Right.
That's it. That's number one advice.
Fix it or I'll slap the piss out you.
The piss out of y'all.
Like, well, you think a lot of slaps to slap the piss out of me.
I'm just going to put y'all together like the Three Stooges and just slap everybody. I'm like, seriously.
And Tamar's like, what? She, me, her doesn't understand that. Well, so they're in Canada, and the drama ensues. They're supposed to have a sister girl outing, where it's just nothing but the sisters. And did we pick up on Towanda backing up Andre this season?
I did a little bit.
Because you know she wasn't Team Andre the first 2.5 seasons.
But then the last episode, she was obsessed with penis. So she's like, oh shoot, I gotta get me some penis.
Andre
I got to go ahead and call up Andre.
Hey.
At least it's her husband.
Hey, you can't go wrong with what you already know.
Exactly, that's her husband. So
the thing about Towanda that, you know, I feel is just so serious is just she had like her face. She's just so unique looking.
She's like a man. Beautiful.
A beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
Towanda.
Take that as a compliment,
oh my
okay?
goodness, Joanna man. Remember, like Joanna man,
I think
Towanda.
she's a little more.
Towanda man.
There you
she's
go.
a little more attractive.
No, Tawanda's beautiful.
I think she's beautiful. She just has
good.
those manly features.
She's very strong.
But it's beautiful.
She's androgynous.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to like New York and New Jersey? The women up there have basically strong features.
That's cute.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Like, I'm from the Midwest.
It's that northern eastern side, like they have strong features.
Yo, I'm from New Mexico. The women do not have strong features.
All beautiful women.
Right. So back to their drama. They're supposed to have a sister date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and I love their sister dates. Is it me or do these girls eat and drink a lot?
I was going to bring that up. It's like when they were going through the rainforest and they got across the bridge and she was like, well, is there like a rainforest bar?
Like a prize or like a
what better way to actually experience something than not being drunk? I mean,
well, drink some water and refresh your body. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Boring. I'd rather have a drink.
Lord Jesus is the far.
Yeah. Towanda. Trina's a little something. You think that Trina would get, you know, the past couple of seasons, Trina's had a drinking issue.
Exactly.
Would not call it a problem. It's been an issue.
You know.
She got it together. You know, they had an intervention. They had to intervene, and they worked it out. But to this episode, I feel this whole season is shaping up to be they're mad at Tamar. They're mad at Tamar. And you saw that tonight when Tamar was sitting alone at the dinner table. But what was tricky was that they gave it to us backwards. She's alone and she's telling us a story that the girls didn't show up.
Yeah.
That they got mad. Of course, Tamar rolls with Vince. Yeah. AKA, we're gonna call him Velcro.
Velcro. Which I think is a beautiful thing. It's like, this is your husband, this is your best friend. If you guys want to spend all this time together, I think it's a beautiful thing. Sure. However, you know, I do see where the sisters are coming from, which is pretty much why they were upset with her. But I love Velcro. I want Velcro
At the
one
same time,
day.
I think everybody just need their space. Like, if it was like me and my brothers, like, hey, it's just like guy time and that's it. I don't want my wife to be there. I love you, babe, but you know, it's just us.
I agree.
But they didn't mention that. They didn't say this was an all-girls thing. This is just sisters. They didn't say that to Tamar, so she assumed that it was okay if he was
It's
there.
always an all-girls thing.
And who cares if Vince is there? You know, I'm gonna keep it really, really, really hood with y'all. Y'all would not have this show if it wasn't for Vince B. Herbert. Streamline Television. You know who created Streamline? Vincent Herbert. So it's like, come on, if he wants to hobble wobble up in there and chill and have a steak, you let Vince hobble wobble and have a steak. However, in this episode, that was not kosher. And Tamar was just, you know, left out. And by the way, her hair, it's kind of a mess.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
It was pretty bad.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I had to like go watch some old videos and to make sure like it was the same. She's like, it's just not cute.
Well, I think that she just like in this episode, especially when she was having a conversation with her mother, which we'll get to further into the show, she just looked really tired.
Right.
And I think that all the stress and with the spinoff show and things like that, she's tired. She's a hot mess. But you know, whatever. We all get like that.
Well, I can't imagine. You know, let's digress and talk about the Tamar and Vince spinoff show real quick. You know, we watched it. It premiered last September 20th, 2012. It was a hit. Everyone loved it.
We love our Tatar.
Yeah, I think that her doing a show. It's like we said last week. They're the Black Kardashians. You know, all the Kardashians.
I didn't say that. Let me go on record and say that Ashley Gray did not call them the Black Kardashians because I said you cannot put them in the same category because the Kardashians, no.
What I'm saying though.
Hell to the no. Thank you, girl.
Okay. What I'm saying though is that they're a family that's really close knit. So the Braxtons have Chloe and Courtney take New York, Chloe and Courtney take Atlanta, Chloe and Courtney take Roswell, Georgia. You know, but they switched up.
Never happened.
But then it's Chloe and Kyle. It's, you know, it's just like, so to have the sisters in the spinoff show would have been like, well, it's another Family Values. Why, you know, no big deal. So I get how they wanted to be Tamar and Vince, and also Tamar and Vince's relationship really stuck out throughout the course of the season. So I get why Vince is always around, and always about with the other Braxtons. But I just feel watching from last episode to tonight's episode that things are gonna get even bigger because you see that Tamar feels really odd man out. She's on the outside looking in now. She's not really cool with her sisters, and she said it time and time again in both episodes. I call people, no one answers. Yeah. You know, I reach out to people,
and
crickets.
I think it stems from jealousy. I think that the sisters are jealous of her success, and you know, with Tamar's attitude, she's a diva, so of course, you know, they already feel some kind of way about her just acting like that. And then with this success that she's receiving and all of this attention, I think they're just mad.
I think it's time for her, like, she actually starting to like rise above each and every single one of them. You know, not Toni, because Toni is Toni.
Her too, she washed up. We love you, Toni, but right now
she said it. She washed. Toni's not washed.
She's not washed up.
She's a hiatus.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up, because they ain't about to be trying to attack me. Now I don't mean like washed up like she's
you
like
did.
Ashley,
you know what? I'm just gonna be quiet. Let me drink some water.
At the same time, I just think that Tamar is really because she was always behind. She sung back up. She never stood out in the group, and now it's like she actually have an opportunity to kind of like shine within herself and the family. And I think everyone is just like real jealous about it.
Well, here's the thing. Let's break it down real quick. Tamar. The Braxtons had an album called So Many Ways back in 1996, okay? Toni was still hot. Toni's been hot since 1992. Yeah. She came out with the Boomerang soundtrack, her debut album. Babyface took her under his wing and made her the star she is today. Okay. The Braxtons had their own CD called So Many Ways. They were popular. They were on a couple of soundtracks. They were making their way. Tamar went solo in 2000 with Tamar, her self-titled debut, which was called Ridiculous, but it got shelved by the label, and then she went on her own. So I don't think that
Get it?
Yes.
Everybody,
go ahead, Marissa.
Like, yes.
Go ahead, Marissa.
Yes.
Get it?
So many ways.
I don't think that's the song.
It is. I know my Braxtons, Larice. I know my Braxtons. So I don't.
You was early.
I know. I'm bad at karaoke. That's Tamar right there.
Get it, Tatar.
So I don't think that they're jealous of Tamar's success. I honestly feel that over time, Tamar has created and cultivated a culture with her sisters. They love each other, of course, because they're sisters naturally. But Tamar is a little full out. She's a little full out and her communication back and forth. she's always the victim.
I'm just saying. They know how Tamar is. She's the baby of 5. She's been like this from birth. They're jealous. From birth.
From birth.
She came out with an attitude. I mean, she's sassy. That's just who she is. Now, as far as the sisters being jealous, I think that there is some level of jealousy. Now, between sisters, if you have 5 girls growing up into a house, yes, they love each other, but there's going to be some kind of jealousy between the sisters, no matter what. With her success, I feel like there is something there. They may not be like, oh, I'm about to like knock this chick out, but yeah, they're jealous.
Yeah, but on all levels, I think they are jealous. Just 'cause it's like they end up picking like the smallest thing. Just like, oh, you didn't call me back. But I believe like even in a relationship, the phone works 2 ways.
Right.
So
I agree.
If you don't call me, don't expect for me to call you and just kind of like run you down just to talk to you.
Sure, it makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, totally. I just, you know.
right. You know what?
Boom. I agree. I concur, damn it. But I think that Tamar, though, still, she could be a little bit, she needs to kind of rein it in a little bit. And, well, meaning, okay, communicating with people. People respond differently to different types of communication. Tamar always feels that she's being attacked, and maybe she is, but she also has to stop and think about what she's doing to prompt or provoke that kind of communication from her sisters. You never see Tracy flying off the handle. You rarely see. The only time Towanda ever goes left is when she has to go left. So it's not like it's far-fetched. And I do think that maybe they did say that Tamar wasn't forthcoming with the information of the spinoff show, so she looked kind of shady by not telling the sisters. That was what the issue was, is that Tamar, you're not being transparent. Towanda, awesome word. Transparent, and transparency is my word of the week. Yeah. You are not being transparent, meaning like Ashley, if I want to tell you that, I don't know, this is not the case because you're effing beauty queen, but like Ashley, like your weave or whatever is not hot. Okay. But I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm fake about it. I'm not being transparent. I'm not being honest.
But between sisters, I understand that she's saying, you know, you didn't tell me about the spinoff show. However, nothing was solidified yet. So she may not have wanted to, you know, talk to her sisters about this when she hasn't even ironed it out with her husband, who is her best friend, who's probably the person behind it. So I don't have to come to you as my sisters. First and foremost, my household, my husband, I need to talk to him first.
Preach.
So I'm just saying I don't have to come to you and tell you nothing.
Preach. Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I mean,
if I want to be opaque, then I can be opaque. I don't gotta be transparent all the time.
If I want to be, give me some on that one. Hashtag opaque.
I got 2 words this week: opaque and transparent.
Yo, I got your transparent. How about I'm opaque? How about I'm matte finished? How about I'm a lacquer gloss? Oh, Ashley Gray, I love you. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We don't know the logistics of what happened there, or what really went in with the whole pitch of the show, or why she even got a spinoff show. Yeah. Which she should have had a spinoff show. It was natural.
I think she makes this show. I think overall it's jealousy because she got a spinoff show, and first of all, it's successful. I liked it.
Right.
And then like no one else got offered a spinoff show, and I think that's kind of the bigger issue because only like opportunity they have to kind of be themselves for people to kind of see is on the Braxton Family Value. But Tamar is actually doing great things. Her music, the Tamar and Vince show, the Braxton Family Values. She's growing to be her own right now.
Yeah.
Right, and I wish her well. I mean, I think Tamar, she's wanted this for a long time. She said in the first season, I was up there with Aaliyah, with Monica, with Brandy. We were all coming up. We were all doing our thing. When am I going to get my shine?
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and she was. She was out that. She was one of the young breed of the R&B princesses, Ashanti, back in the early 2000s, late 90s. That were. I mean, Brandy was huge. You could not fade. Brandy was the bomb. Everyone loved Brandy. Never say never. Monica.
Yeah.
Summer of '98, those 2 people had it on lock. And then you had Destiny's Child. You had Aaliyah. Aaliyah didn't put out an album for 3 years, but had 4 singles that were top 10 every year. So, I mean, you had that kind of success that she wanted to be a part of. And so now she's getting her own at 35, which, you know what? It comes when it's supposed to happen.
Exactly.
And
you're never too old.
Right, you're never too old. So you're never too old to be successful, and you are never too old to go on iTunes and rate us and tell a friend. We love hearing all your comments. We love your critiques. Tell us about things we don't know about the Braxtons. Give us some new information, some juicy new tidbits. We love hearing about all that stuff. Rate us 5 stars. I'm gonna say it again. 5 stars. Anything below 5 is unacceptable. I will hunt you down and comment on your own page, and it will not be pretty. Just kidding. But go to iTunes, rate us, tell our friends. That's how we roll here at AfterBuzz. Keeps the lights on, keeps Ashley beautiful, keeps Reese buff, keeps me paid. You know, that's how we do it. That's how we do it.
And speaking of fans, I do want to shout out Frank Gibson. Thank you for all of your support.
He loves you.
Exactly. Thank you, Boo Boo. I appreciate all of the support.
Yes,
Thank you
Frank.
for supporting AfterBuzz and the host. So definitely shout out to him.
Yes, Frank G. You know, okay, let's talk about Mama E.
Oh Lord.
No, because she's just so like awkward sometimes. Like
she old school. I love her.
She's always talking about, like, you know, sisterly love, and you guys are sisters.
Traditional. She's so traditional.
She ain't even traditional, buddy. That's like archaic. Before Christ, you know, Jesus hasn't risen yet. I mean, I love Mama E, and I love how the girls are keeping her paid. You know, that hair always looks good.
Yeah.
Her makeup is always flawless.
On point.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like her having these talks with her daughter, with the daughters, are just like, they're not needed. I would rather Mama E come in and be full out like Tamar and like blow in like a hurricane and blow out, you know, instead of always being like, Ashley, I will slap the piss out you if you don't, you know. It's just so, it's like, okay, we get it.
All her talks are the same.
Right.
All the repetitive.
But then I think that's just how she is, and I think that's how, because when she was having the conversation with Tamar, I saw Tamar just relax. And she was just like, okay,
She was scared.
Exactly. It's like,
mama.
I cannot pop off
It's
with Mama
mama.
E because she really will slap the piss out of me. And I'm trying to keep all my piss. So I just really think that she is very traditional. She wants all her girls to get along, and she don't take no mess.
She just wants
I
to stay
really
hydrated.
think she'll slap them.
I don't want to get hit. I want to stay hydrated. Because if God forbid there's an earthquake in LA, at least if I'm thirsty, I know what I can drink. Disgusting. I agree with you, Ash, that you know that she's just trying to. She's being a mama. Because you know my mom hates when I have a twin brother, an older brother, and a little sister, and when we argue, it's like my mom's like, "What the f are you arguing for? What's wrong?" It's like so emotional. It's like, Mom, really? It's
Times 10.
It's that deep. And ain't no woman scorn like a black woman scorn, man. What?
Tell me about it,
Oh,
Lord.
I'm telling you, and they can cuss with the best of them.
I'm serious. I just lost my religion.
Seriously,
Like,
I would rather get beat up than have my mom drop an F-bomb on me because it's powerful. It's like that F is so like, that F is so sharp.
Came from the bottom.
Like she had to say,
For you.
so crazy. So let's talk about Toni in this movie.
Kind of random, real random. Like Toni in the movie. Where did this come from?
Right.
Hopefully she is successful with acting, but I don't see her as an actress. It's
Well, she's done a couple of movies before in the past, and the thing about Toni is that I don't ever see her committing. Okay, prior to back in the 90s when she was like hot, Toni was hot all the way until 2000. Her album The Heat came back because she had the bankruptcy, got her Grammy snatch, came back with that album The Heat after she cleared things up with LaFace back in 2000 with that He Wasn't Man Enough, Just Be Man About It, Spanish Guitar, great album. After that, things got kind of cray. She had More Than a Woman that came out in 2002, dropped and flopped. 2005, she came out with Libra that had that song Trippin', Please, Take This Ring, really good album. Another drop and flop. She had issues with Black Round Entertainment. She's been represented by Barry Hankerson, who was a family friend. So you see, Toni really hasn't. Right, great song. Reminds me of summer of 2000. At the end, she goes, "Anybody want some ice cream?"
Yes, please.
Great song, produced by her husband Carrie Lewis. So Toni really hasn't been hot for a minute. So to find out that she's doing a movie, it's like, what would be the appeal? And back in 2010, she had that single "I Heart You." I'm sorry, last year, "I Heart You." That was really hot, but things really aren't catching on for Toni.
Yeah, and speaking of bankruptcy, I know last week we were trying to figure out, did Toni pay for that trip that day when they all went to Italy? And according to I Am Bozzy, I hope I am pronouncing that correctly, she didn't. And actually, in her interview, Tamar addressed it and said that she didn't organize or anything like that. So I don't know how much money she got.
Well, it's for the show, of course. The magical elves who produce the show, they have unlimited buckets.
Well, I need to get on that. We need a show.
They produce a lot of reality TV shows. They're a big deal. And plus, Vince, Streamline Entertainment, it's just there's a lot of money. Of course, the show would be boring if they didn't take them on trips.
Exactly.
But And I don't know if this is correct either, but I always do celebrity net worth, and they say that Toni's worth negative $50 million.
Oh
no!
Wow!
Oh my God!
We gotta join hands in prayer.
Go to commercial. We'll be right back.
We need the show.
That could be that could. She probably is worth more than that, but when you file bankruptcy, they take that into consideration. That's probably the debt she owes. But so I'm just figuring out, this movie that she's doing. Maybe it's an indie film, or it's not going to be, wide release.
Yeah, I don't
like
think a feature film.
But good for her.
Yeah, I mean, it's the guy from Weeds is her co-star, so hopefully.
And there's a love scene.
Ooh, I can't wait to see that. What a creeper!
Toni Braxton making out with somebody. I can't sexualize Toni anymore.
I mean, she's still beautiful.
No, she's gorgeous, but she's very short.
What's wrong with? Oh my! I'm just getting shot
you
down today.
You just hit a nerve.
I'm just getting shot.
She's like
I am a
5
black
foot.
woman scone.
No.
See, hold on. Why he shouting out my heart?
I know. I like short people. I'm very tall. How's that?
You know what? That's kind of bad. Way he's like, I like short people.
I'm very tall. I'm 6'3". I'm very tall. So everyone's extremely short to me.
So Toni is what, like 5?
Like 4'11".
Oh.
No, she's like 5'1". She's itty bitty. She's a itty bitty
small.
thing with that little big voice. She's awesome. So I want to see this movie though, but they go pick blueberries because Toni likes to do the most random things. In Italy last week, she wanted to channel "I Love Lucy" with this wine grape stomping.
Yeah.
And this week she wants to pick plump little blueberries.
Stay healthy.
Sister outings. If my brother ever was like, we're gonna go pick some blueberries, I would be like, you go ahead. And my brother's that dude that's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we're gonna go pick some blueberries. It's gonna be like, yeah. I'm like, no. No, thank you. # no thanks. No thanks. Well, we'll see. I don't know when this movie's coming out, but Toni always travels in style. She has assistants, and over the course of 3 seasons, we've seen her go through assistants. First of all, Towanda was her executive assistant. She didn't want to do that anymore, so they hired. What's his face? What was the name of his assistant?
I think it was Michael or something like that.
It was Lowe.
Mike something.
The blonde. Yeah. I don't know if he's still around, but Toni's assistant now got arrested for apparently driving while drinking.
Well, he got arrested. I believe. My assumption is that he got arrested because he was on the phone.
I thought so too.
And then they saw that there was alcoholic beverages or an empty bottle in the back seat, and assumed that he had been drinking, and then let him go because I assume because of the breathalyzer or whatever. Do you think this scene happened? Do you really think that happened?
It felt strange.
It felt rehearsed because why would the manager? No, Ashley, I would not call him and be like, so your assistant is in super big trouble.
Yeah,
it sounded way too rehearsed.
Yeah, I don't really think that it happened.
Way
and
too
then
rehearsed.
with when Trina was like just raised her hand all awkwardly,
like a
and I'm just
2-year-old.
like,
She's
you're
like,
annoying.
You don't like nothing about her on the season.
I mean, she's just kind of annoying and whiny and like a little goat.
Right. So dumb. Yeah, I think some of the stuff is a little bit, I don't know if it's not as staged as some reality TV shows. Some reality TV shows, some ish was staged.
Yeah.
But the Braxtons, I always wonder, how do they get into these situations where, as always, they're eating and drinking, and there's a camera in front of them, and they're about to go ham on each other? Like, do they think, okay, well, let me brush my hair. Let me take a sip.
I'm not gonna put the good weave in right now. I'm about to go ham.
Me, her. No. Like, it's just how does that work? They're legit, or they're damn good actresses that need Emmys.
I think it's real emotion. I think that there are some real emotions between those sisters that they really want to just hash it out. And I think they probably hold back a lot on camera because they don't want to put it all out.
Are we still feeling Tracy's buzz cut hairdo?
I like it.
How you feel? Louise, how you feel about their hair?
You know,
he's like, I don't know anything about their hair.
I'll take long hair any day.
Yeah,
I'll take long hair any day.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. I think that it got a little darker from the last episode, and I really like it. It's very fitting.
Yeah,
it's very becoming of her. Get a try.
And Canada was uneventful. I'm
glad
they came back to. Well, so was Italy though.
Yeah.
You guys stay in LA. Stay in Los Angeles.
Go to Vegas.
Or Mexico or Albuquerque or something.
Go somewhere that we want to go.
Gardena. Carson.
Go to the valley, anywhere.
Camarillo.
Don't go back to Canada.
No.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Because he, me, him, and she, me, her was not feeling it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not feeling it. So we get back to L.A.
Mm-hmm. Thank God.
And, again, we go back to Towanda and Tamar because Tamar's like, we have to have a meeting. We just have to talk about this stuff. And
well, actually, Toni urged Towanda to go out to speak with Tamar.
Yeah.
What a big sis.
Well,
it's always the big sis.
Toni, last episode, urged her as well. So I don't know. I don't really understand what their beef is, though. If you really get down to the thick of it, what is Towanda mad about?
She's jealous.
Jealousy
is wrong.
is killing her right now.
It's eating her all up.
She can't even look at Tamar. She's like, I hate you. You're so successful. I hate you.
Like in The Bodyguard.
Like, I hate you.
Those are my words. I hate her.
But think about it. To them, she's like the whiny little sister brat. And it's like, she wants that. Why does Tamar get to have that success and I don't? I think that's how it is.
But I think Tamar just kind of like, whatever with y'all, I'm going to do whatever I have to do. Y'all can be part of my life.
Yeah.
I would love for y'all to be part of my life.
Care.
But, at the end of the day, it's me and Vince.
Exactly.
Right. And that's all that matters.
It's Velcro to the death.
And another thing, she was like, well, I actually like my husband. Bam. There you go. They jealous of that too.
Ouch. It's kind of like
that was like a stab.
Ouch.
I like how they make a song out of everything.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I was just like, it's like a Tyler Perry symphony in here.
Like full on track with vocals and like background singing.
Hand clapping. On beat.
I love
Everybody's
it.
on beat.
I love it.
They know their own ranges.
Yeah.
Okay, you could be tenor, I'll be alto.
I do it.
You sing your part.
Okay. Ashley's off the hook.
Ain't I though?
Ashley's off the hook.
Ain't I though?
Ashley. Ashley.
We lost it.
You know what I really... thank you. After watching the episode, I really wanted to go to church and do the electric slide in the pews.
Yeah.
I really did. I was like, they kicking it.
When they walked into the church and they said, this is like my daddy's old church. I was like, what kind of church is
exactly.
your dad?
I
was like,
small.
I know. What y'all been doing? Exorcisms or something? That's how they roll in Severn, Maryland, in the backwoods.
All
the
hymns.
Backwoods.
All hymns.
In the backwoods. We get to the restaurant.
Yes.
Tamar, Towanda, go in. It was a really weird argument. Do you guys think it was kind of uncomfortable to watch?
Yeah.
But I know that kind of communication. Like when you yell and when you cut people off, especially with family, it's coming from a place of like love. If you didn't love somebody, you wouldn't argue with them.
You wouldn't care. You just like, okay, whatever.
You'd be indifferent, right? Like, you'd be like, okay, But because they're sisters and they love each other.
I don't argue.
Oh.
I just be like, all right.
Or you got the ones who just don't argue at all.
You just say what you gotta say and just leave it alone.
And boom, that's it.
That's it. I hear you, but that's it. Done.
Yeah. But Tamar does not come off as someone who is not going to argue. So I definitely could feel the love. However, I mean, you can definitely tell that they're family and they love each other. But there was so much tension there.
So much.
And it's like, what's really going on? And I really want to hear it from their mouth. So, like, of course, we can always assume. But I really want to know what's going on.
We're not going to find out. I don't believe it. It's going to be like a continuous
it's gonna build.
Episode. I just really waiting for that point to like somebody grab a weed, be like,
I know, me too.
See, y'all can't be mad. He, she, me, can't. Don't touch my heart. I'm just saying.
I think I'm mad at Tamar storyline is gonna build to a blowout that we're gonna finally get. It's an arc. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be episodes gonna get bigger and bigger. Finally, it's gonna be next week on Braxton Family Values. You beep 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 beep, and
then everybody like, I'm tuning in.
And then they're gonna be friends again, and we're gonna be happy. And then Tamar's gonna announce that she's pregnant, and I'm psychic. I already got the whole season figured out.
Okay, perfect.
No, I don't. Because while something else is gonna happen, Tamar's gonna go on tour, and really, Vince, we've only seen Vince.
He's been in the back, like
he
really
has,
and
I think that's because they have their spinoff show. So it's like he doesn't really want to be too much in this show because it's not
cross branding.
It's not really about him. So
he's just a Velcro. He's just like wherever Tamar go, I'm there.
That's so cute. I love it. I think that's so adorable because I want my husband to be my best friend, and if I kick it with my best friend all the time. So if I want to bring him, he coming.
Well, yeah, I agree that you should be best friends with your significant other, your spouse, your boyfriend, your man, whoever. However, there are times you like your time.
I need a time out from you, girl.
Yeah, but Tamar, I think that's up to her to decide. I don't think her sister should be like, well, don't bring him. No, that's you guys don't want him around. And if you want it to be a girl thing, then let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to bring my man because, you know, when I'm not kicking it with y'all, I want to kick it with my man.
And that's my man.
And that's my man. I love my husband.
I'm going on a timeout on the relationship.
No, Tamar. I actually like my husband. She always has to do like the...
Yes.
I'm going to take it back, bring it back.
I know, it's like, oh, I guess I'm not supposed to be trying to imitate Tamar. That was the universe saying, he, me, him, have a seat. Well, AfterBuzzers, there you have it. That was episode 2 of season 3, Lights, Camera, Braxton Drama. Hope you enjoyed the after show. Let's move on to some news and gossip.
Yeah.
TV News.
Ashley Gray.
So, basically, I wanted to talk about Tamar's pregnancy.
Ooh, she's pregnant?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. When that happened?
When did that happen?
How?
Well, she
so, in People magazine, Tamar shares that, you know, they chose to keep it a secret because they didn't want, of course, they don't want all the drama, blah, blah, blah. Now, of course it got out, but they're keeping a secret of the sex of, is it a boy or a girl? I didn't know that Toni was Tamar's best friend, T.I.'s wife, and she, like, spilled the beans.
I didn't know that either. They have a lot of best friends.
Yes, but I mean, apparently, according to Hip Hollywood, I think that Hip Hollywood. There you go. Thank you, boo. Yeah, she's having a boy.
Really?
Yep.
I wonder what she's gonna name him, like Louis Vuitton or something. some Louis Vuitton Herbert. Could you imagine? They call him Lou.
So yeah, you guys definitely let us tweet me and let me know what you think Tamar's gonna name her little boo, her little baby. So we got Louis Vuitton.
Louboutin.
Lubert.
Right. You know, I'm an idiot. For the longest time, I was calling Louis Vuitton Louis Vuitton. I was like, who the hell is this Louis Vuitton? And why are his bags so ugly? Who wants a bag that looks like a paper trash bag? So gross. Not cute. Any more news and gossip?
No.
No.
That is it. I mean, dang, it wasn't that explosive, but I mean, I came with something.
Toni spilled the beans.
I find it fascinating that they're even friends. I would not even put them in, I would not put them in the same room.
It's the musical chemistry.
Right. It's
really?
Actually, because what had happened was Tamar and T.I. was a thing, and then, no, I was kidding. No.
She was like, oh, man.
Got the whole AfterBuzz studio stopped. It's like,
I'm tweeting that right now.
Oh, my
Did y'all hear on AfterBuzz, Tamar and T.I. are a thing? No, they're not. At least I don't know. Maybe back in the early 2000s, whatever. Anyways, let's move on. Thank you, Ashley. Let's move on to your predictions. Watch me. I'm gonna get an angry email from Tamar. She and me heard and appreciate you saying that me and T.I. was a thing. Predictions. I'm gonna go first. Like I said earlier, I think that this whole mad at Tamar's the enemy, world against Tamar thing is going to build and build and build and come to a head. And really, there's going to be just an all-sister blowout, and Tamar is just going to, move away. Or she's going to separate herself so much that there's going to be an estrangement from her sisters. That's what I see.
Sometimes that's what you need, so.
I think they're going to work it out. Not really,
That's
but.
it.
Oh. Not really, but.
You're so positive.
They're going to work it out. That's what family do.
Okay, let me get mine. So I'm thinking, right, that it's going to be a fight. Somebody going to fight, and Vince is going to break it up. It's probably going to be between Towanda and Tamar, and then Toni going to jump in there. And Tracy, she just dumb. She just gonna be on the sidelines, eating exactly.
With my drink at.
No, but seriously, I do think that they're gonna work it out. I think this is just all drama building up to an episode where they finally hash things out, and that's it.
But real talk, I think Vince is finally gonna say something.
I think so.
I think he should say something.
I think we'll see him during the season, even though they have their spinoff. I think we'll see him in a couple of episodes.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? Awesome. There we go. Braxton Family Values After Show. Until next Sunday, you guys. I'm Jason J. Carter. You can follow me on Twitter at JJCForever. Also at the Triple Dub Show and at AfterBuzz TV. Always a pleasure.
Dang.
And you?
Hey guys, as you all know, I'm Ashley Gray. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at @TweetNinaMarieG. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, Nina Marie Gray. Add me as a friend on Facebook. I think about accepting you. I'm just playing, I'll accept you guys.
And I'm Larice Shamar, and you can find me at Larice Shamar and at TruePeoplesMedia.com, TruePeoplesMedia.com.
Until next week, you guys, keep it real. See you soon.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
you later.
Buzz you later.
Yep.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.